I'm gonna try to fact check the Mars potatoes without dropping one single F-bomb because I've been using them pretty frequently in my latest videos. But if I drop one, then I have to upload one video every single day for the whole next week. By the way, in a few moments I'm gonna reveal how Elon Musk is involved with the space agriculture industry. Now to the fact checking. So basically Martian soil is toxic for people and plants, and that's due to perchlorines that are in the soil, which you can wash out with water, but when you have a scarce resource such as water, you don't wanna waste it to flush out toxins out of your soil. I guess when we get to Mars, we won't be growing our potatoes the way we saw it in the Martian movie. Hate to break it to ya. However, we could use indoor farming. Indoor farming now here on Earth it's like good and whatever, but in space it's necessary, almost lost it here. Here on Earth, we can grow crops in the soil the normal way, and not that it's easy, but it's simple, and we don't have to really. Like, if we wanna do something about the climate change and deforestation, then sure, we have to use indoor farming. But it's not like if we don't use indoor farming, then we won't have any food. However, when you are in space, you don't have any soil to grow your food in. So these techniques like hydroponics or aquaponics are necessary for us to have fresh food. We could bring some processed stuff that the astronauts are now eating on the ISS, but when there will be colonies on Mars, it would be simply dumb to ship there everything. So we must grow their food somehow. Actually, NASA already has a project called Growing Beyond Earth, which is, well, what I know about it is that it focuses on crops, not really like protein, well, like animal stuff. But it's cool to think about growing food in space. I think they are already trying to grow something on the ISS, so that's dope if you ask me. But I don't think that the space agriculture is all about the crops, the plants, because there aren't that many people that simply just wanna have a vegan diet. So I think cell-based meat would be also a big one on the human space travels and trips. Now here on Earth you might have, or you don't, but other people maybe do have some sort of stigma with cell cultured meat because like essentially it's the real deal. But psychologically, if you think about getting meat that wasn't growing on a cow or on a chicken, but instead it was grown in a bioreactor, some people simply can have like problems processing that. And I get it. If I wasn't so sure about some technology, for example, the Neuralink, I also wouldn't wanna like put it in my head. But just personal opinion now on the Neuralink, when there are like a few thousand people or few hundreds of thousands of people who get it and no problems occur, then I might also buy it because I think it's cool, but this comes with significant risks. Risks higher than eating cell culture meat, but that's not part of the topic anymore. So back to the back to the main topic. Indoor farming absolutely necessary for the human species to survive in space on other planets. Cell cultured meat also. And now, how is Elon Musk involved with all this? Elon Musk has a brother called Kimball. Everybody knows Elon, but Kimball is his older brother. And he is passionate about fresh food, healthy food. He's a chef and he's an investor in a company called Square Roots, which is essentially an indoor farm. Now they are farming lettuce, leafy greens, the stuff that every other indoor farm farms. But I think that when this technology is fully developed, 10, 20, 30 years in the future, then we can actually use it to fully sustain ourselves on another planet like Mars or maybe not Jupiter because it's a gas planet, but you get it. So even though we might not wanna grow potatoes the way we saw in the movie, there is a way to do it, even on Mars. And I think that we should bet on indoor farming, on the whole indoor farming sector, and that we should bet big on it, like really big. I didn't say one single F-bomb. I almost said it like 5 times, but I will still try to put out one video per day for the next week, next month, and maybe even the next year. High-tech farming is something what I like, and right now this is the best way how I can contribute to the industry.